What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Freddie Henderson, and from the ASAP Network, and got your dude Kenny. What's going on, Kenny?
What's up? What's up? Happy Friday Eve.
Friday Eve. Thank God I'm ready for it too, my brother. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yes, sir.
Well, we want to welcome you guys to ASAP Real Talk from the All Sports All Plays Network. I'm pretty sure you've seen our shows the last couple of days. Been rocking with us. Want to thank you for that. Today is going to be a different episode of Real Talk. You're used to me going at Kenny, putting Kenny in his place,
Oh, please.
putting Chris Brown in his place, putting Jay in his place. Because I run this show. I run it. These guys, they be afraid to come on the show because I'm on here. I'm just that serious. I'm just that lethal. If you don't believe me, you need to, like Shaq say, Google me. But
yeah, Google his losses in the debates.
Yeah, I bet you that sounds funny, don't it? But no, we have a special guest. We've had him on here before, but this time we have some of the players on the team. We have the Acadian Zydeco women's tackle football team, and hey, I'm not gonna talk no more. Let's go ahead and bring them on the camera and let's roll. All right, how are you guys doing, ladies?
Good.
Great.
And no disrespect to Scotty, he's one of the coaches, so he's not. He don't classify himself as a lady. So what's going on with him, Mr. Scotty? How you doing? Oh, he might not. Okay, there you go. What's going on, Scotty? How you doing? I think he just said he's good. All right, well, I'm gonna let you ladies introduce yourselves. Introduce yourselves one by one. Tell them a little bit about yourself. How long you guys been playing football and all that good stuff.
Well, my name is Nicole Foster Benjamin, but I go by Nikki Not Nice. I'm number 57. It's my first year playing. I am right offensive tackle and nose guard on defense. I'm a mother of 3. My occupation is I am a cop, and I'm from Louisiana, and that's pretty much it.
Cool.
I guess
Delana Charles.
go ahead, Delana. You can have it.
Delana Charles. I'm from Sunset, Louisiana. I'm number 69, defensive end. I have 3 kids, and I work for probation and parole.
Cool.
My name is Maja Bush. I am number 70. I'm from Carencro, Louisiana. I play right guard and middle linebacker. Since we're putting our occupation, I work with public relations for different companies. Yeah.
Well, last but not least, the most important anyway.
Girl,
I'm Jakia Bush. They call me Baby Bush. I'm number 71. And I pretty much play everywhere on the O-line. And sometimes I get in on defense. My occupation is contract tracing. I work for the state of Louisiana, and I'm from Carencro Exit 4. We bought some state championships in high school football this year, so yeah, keep Carencro on the map.
Cool. Before I let Kenny chime in, I want to ask this. I guess it'd be my first question. I watched some of you guys' videos that you guys posted recently. I think it was a live video, and one of you guys might not. It might not be one of you guys' situations, but I seen in a video, and I thought this is really cool that you know how dedicated you guys are to your craft. That you guys at practice, and one of you guys literally had your baby on the field, and you guys stopped practice just to go check on your baby. Which one was it? One of you guys that had the baby out there?
I think that was Pedro.
To be honest, it's probably we could consider that all our kids because we is a family now. So
okay.
Whoever's kid, if they come, they getting it. They getting all fussed at.
I guess the question I'm trying to get to, how dedicated are you guys? Because I mean, that's pretty much dedication to have your child in a stroller on the field. I mean, that's dedication. I mean,
Well,
Um,
that's our team baby. His name is Wyatt.
Wyatt.
His mom is Blair. She's number 11, and her his other mom is Coach Train. She's our defensive coordinator, and her number is 52.
all right, cool, cool, cool. What's going on with Scotty? You want to introduce yourself to why you here? Looks like Scotty still has some problems.
Technical difficulties over there.
We're
Hey, how
gonna
you
just
doing?
have to throw
Scotty,
Scotty in the
Coach
trash.
Boots.
Oh, there you go, Coach
Am
Boo.
I still having problems?
No, you on there now? Never mind.
Y'all
It's a
can't hear
little
me?
delay.
Yeah, it's really bad. Hey, Kenny, while he's trying to fix that, I guess you just go ahead and ask your first question, my brother.
Yeah. So, tell me your earliest memories of when you first fell in love with the game of football. So, just go around and everybody kind of share your earliest memories of when you fell in love with the game of football.
I guess I'll go first. My family's really big on sports, like really, really big. And my dad and grandpa used to watch football every Sunday, the NFL anyway, but they also kept up with like the local sports, local football and college. So as a little girl, just growing up, it would always be on TV and always talked about. So I just kind of got into it like that, just to bond, have a closer bond and relationship with them. And then I also have a little brother and a son who plays football as well. And in high school, I was a big fan of football, but I just never imagined playing. So this year was my first opportunity to play football, and I mean, it's great. I've always loved it, and it's perfect to be playing it now.
Cool.
That's what's up. Anybody else, feel free to jump in.
I could go. I always did love football. As a kid, I was a big tomboy. I used to play with all the boys, play football in the yard, on the street, come back with scars all over my leg. I begged my dad for the longest to let me play football, and he was like, "No, you're not gonna play football. You're gonna play basketball." Then I did track, and I played soccer. I played almost everything. I actually had a scholarship to do track, and then I came home and said, "No, I'm definitely gonna play football now. It's time." I was so excited that I found this team.
Cool, cool.
That's great.
In high school, I played volleyball and I ran track. Um, I never really cared about football. Actually, the reason why I went tryout was because my cousin, number 23, Peyton Goody, she, had put something on Facebook and said that she was excited about a women's tackle team, and I was just like, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah, come try out." So I was like, "Well, I'm gonna go try out." And I think at the tryouts it was me, Maj, Baby Bush, CJ, Courtney, T, and Kayla at the practice, and also Peyton. And we tried out. Like I was kind of nervous because I've never played football. I don't watch football. I don't really, that's just my brothers played. But whenever I first kind of started, I was really nervous about it because like I said, I didn't know anything. And day by day, as the team got a bigger bond and we got closer, it came to be more comfortable because I started to, look at these girls and like our coaching staff as like family, because it was like we started spending a lot of time together, and then I really started to dig it. But whenever we played together in our first scrimmage, like I felt like, I could go to war with these girls because,
On and off the field.
yeah,
That's what's up.
we together. But I must say, May 1st, whenever we played, I was in love. Like that's my new baby. Like that's like, like I'm diving behind every one of them.
Swear. And for me, I wasn't a fan of football. I did softball, track, powerlifting, but never football. That's the only thing me and my son have in common because he actually played. The news feed came across Facebook, and I was just like, well, let me see what it's about. And the first few practices I didn't come out to. Once I showed up, the coaches saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. So they pushed me because I had no idea what was in the future to come. Now I truly, truly consider this team to be family.
Cool. So how important, I mean, you have the team, you have your sisters, you guys mentioned the coaching staff. How important is Doc into the system that you guys have here, the foundation that she built? How important is she to each one of you guys?
Oh, Doc is like, I don't know, like she's the map, the GPS, the compass, and all. Like I, I don't know. I It's crazy. Like I just commend her so much. Like to be a
So
doctor, and then
dedicated.
on top of that, owning an all women's football team and just being a staple to the game. Like she's so supportive. I mean, whatever it is that you need, it's there. You don't have to even bat your eye twice. Like I mean, I don't know. Like for me,
She's
she's
the
amazing.
foundation that holds the team together, truly.
Like
Yeah.
she's glue. Like I don't know. They don't make people like her no more.
Right.
I don't think anybody could possibly understand the amount of effort she puts in for us to be able to do this. Unless you're
And
part of this
compassion.
team, you wouldn't understand. She does more than what an owner should do, more than what a coach should do. And we're more than grateful for her because I
More than
promise
grateful.
you, we wouldn't even have half the people we had if it wasn't for Doc.
All right.
Cool. So I have this is kind of a deeper question. So as you guys growing up, you kids, you go tell your parents, hey, I want to go play football. What is the conversation like that? And what can you say to encourage somebody that's younger that might want to be inspired to play football but might be afraid? Because there's always a narrative that all females is a man sport. Women can't play the sport. So what was it like, and how can you inspire the next generation to continue doing what you guys are doing?
Go.
Um. Oh, you could go ahead.
I would say go for what it is you want. It's no such thing as a man's sport or a woman's sport. Like if that's your dream, you should always go for what it is that you want.
Um. I would just say every time you step on the field, put 1,000% in. Like make sure whatever you do, you put 1,000% in it because you don't ever know who's watching. I'm just gonna give a shout out to my best friend, her little girl. She's 13. She came play. I mean, she came to the game Saturday, and my best friend even told me, she was like, you have Mackenzie. She wants to even play. And it's just like that made me feel so good because it's like, I had little eyes on me, and she's like, she wants to get in and she wants to play. Because, in high school and stuff, they don't ever let the girls do guy sports or vice versa. It's just an honor to be able to do something that they pretty much shut out to us because you know I'm in law enforcement, and that's pretty much a male dominant profession as well. And whenever you see women making strides, it feels good, and just to be a part of it is just an amazing feeling.
That's great. So, how's the support been from your families in terms of, you know, the dedication that's needed for this sport? You know, you guys, you know, Freddie had said something about, you know, you're having your kids at practice and, you know, being away from your families. How's the support been from your family for you guys being on the team?
Um, I'm gonna be completely honest. In the beginning, my dad was not very supportive at all. At all. This is my little sister over there, Maja Bush, and she can tell you. My dad was like, "No, what are y'all doing? Y'all gonna get hurt. You need to be able to be here for your kids. You're gonna go to work and you're gonna have a broke arm. You're not gonna be able to do this." And after this past Saturday, our first game, I can tell you, my dad is like, you know what? You girls are great. Like, that was amazing. I can't believe y'all was out there, like,
Awesome.
really tackling. Like, I'm so happy. And I mean, it just was like a complete change. And he's so supportive now. And of course, the girls in our family, our grandmother, our aunts, I mean, they're like super excited. Like, from the very beginning, like, I can't believe that's an opportunity for y'all to play. Like, y'all really gonna be playing. Y'all really gonna be hitting. Like, once they pass the part where they're like so shocked, they're super supportive, like so happy. Like, everybody's babysitting. I have 3 kids myself. So everybody will babysit, like, okay, yeah, you got football practice, we'll take them. Like, do that. Like, it's amazing. Do it. Y'all
That's
continue to
great.
do it. So yeah, I'm grateful.
So let me piggyback off that question. Do you believe that if prior to this, when you first told him, if this was maybe as public as nationalized like the male sport is, and the NFL, maybe this was on ESPN airing, showing that the normal side of this, do you think he might have had a different opinion in the get go, or
What you say,
Absolutely.
Maj?
I think it would be a huge difference. It's honestly contact sports. People are automatically going to say women shouldn't do it at all. Sports in general, but some are we're used to, like, you see basketball, people do it fine, cool. But when you see football, nobody thinks because women shouldn't be hitting, shouldn't be doing that. If it was broadcasted more, I think more people would be accepting of it. But people play into gender roles, people play into the norms and are scared to push boundaries. But if anything, I think women should definitely be doing contact sports. We endure way more in a household, having to hold stuff together, have to release so much energy and stuff that we have to hold in to keep it together for our families. Like you said, most of us have families. You have husbands, wives, we have children. It's things that we don't get to show because we have to keep our household together. I think the contact sport is perfect place to release all that energy.
Mhm.
But we are seen as though we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to just cry and go in the corner and then come back and handle it all. Like, this is a perfect outlet for women.
now? Not on the political side, but how happy were you guys see that we finally got a female vice president? Does that make you guys feel like, say, hey, maybe as a country we're stepping in the right direction? Hey, it got to start from the top and then work itself down. But does that give you some kind of hope that maybe in the future that you guys will be featured more on the bigger brands like ESPN, Fox, and stuff like that? Does that give you any inspiration, any hope?
Most definitely.
I would say no.
Oh
No.
wow. Why not?
Because just until the world just accepts it as a whole, it's just it's it's so hard for women. It's just we have to take like 10 steps, and I mean before we got a woman vice president. Look how hard it was. And just now, like, she's still a woman vice president. We still probably gonna have to have 10 more before they even still accept it as a whole. Like, it's just, whenever we just get treated across the board, then I'll, have more confidence in it. But like, as of now, I don't, because men could have the same position that we have and we get paid less because we're a woman. Or
That's true.
we get looked at less than because we're a woman. Like, it's always you're supposed to be barefoot in the kitchen, and it's just like, I could, I could hang with the guys too.
Well,
I could, like I could do just as much as a guy could do. And it's just like until I start seeing it across the board more, then I'll feel more confident. But just, yeah, it's a win on the board for us, but I need to see more people like me up there
I agree
before I
completely.
actually.
Because I feel like we get fed bits and pieces like, oh, look, you have a female vice president. You should be happy now. Oh, you can play football.
Exactly.
You should be happy now. Instead of putting us on an equal playing field, it's always be satisfied with what you have.
Yeah.
well, I got news for you guys. If the ASAP Real Talk, we ever make it big as ESPN, we promise you, the first thing we're doing is we're going to make it big for you guys. So you
Appreciate
hope you
that.
get over it.
Appreciate it.
Right.
We need
So let
that.
me ask this question. I believe you guys, the games are live streamed. So, like, how are you guys able to prepare in terms of watching film? Are you able to get film to be able to study your opponents and you're able to do that during practice?
Yes. Our game was live streamed, so I don't know about anybody else, but I do know probably the second I had got home, I went check for the game
In
and
the car.
went watch a piece. So it was like instant. I went. I ain't gonna lie. I went and I at least watched the first 15 minutes of the game while I was, unwinding from the game. That's how instant it was to me.
Absolutely. Because it's live streamed through Under the Lights on Facebook,
Shout
literally
out
you
to
can
Under the
click on it
Lights.
at any point. Yes. The first thing I did was watch the film. I was like, I need to see what's going on. I need to see what's going on. And having it readily available for us is amazing, honestly. Now, as far as our opponent's film, the people that we play this week, we had to wait till it was submitted to Huddle, and then we
Hmm.
could review it, and then review it ourselves, and also get notes from our coaches. So it's a bit harder to prepare, and depending on what type of film is submitted, how it was filmed, there's no rules on how you have to film your game. So we're kind of just dealing with whatever cards we're dealt at any point.
I got you.
So
Well, I will say this, I coach high school basketball and I use Huddle. Huddle is amazing. So you guys have a great tool to use in terms of film study because Huddle does a tremendous job in terms of your stats, your breakdowns. You can look at your own plays and individualize your stuff, and so that's a great tool to use. So I'm glad you guys are using Huddle. That's great to hear.
you know what, Kenny? I'm gonna create a huddle for the network, and I'm gonna post little videos where
Oh
you can
boy.
study how you can finally beat me in a debate. You can.
You mean like I already did? Why wouldn't they just study something I already did?
Man, that's a good idea. I'm glad. Hey, you guys.
Guys, am I gonna have to put y'all on your separate side of the
They're back
webcam?
on
No,
punishment.
he keep on starting. I don't know why he keeps starting me up. We were having a nice conversation with the ladies, and then he wants to, try to trigger me, but I'm not going for it.
All right, let's get back into it. So what is the normal preparation for a game? Like, it's Saturday, it's game day. Like, what's the first thing you're doing? Like, are you meditating? Are you praying? What's your game day routine?
Turning that music up.
Hey,
First we get to the field. It's pretty much bonding time. We hanging out. You know, cracking jokes. Miss D braiding hair, getting ready. um, we just chilling.
Getting
Have us
game
a little
ready.
pickle.
Yeah,
Okay.
pickles.
And everybody, there's a few people who like to be completely like game mode. Some people they have to be completely focused and zoned in, and that's great. I'm grateful for those people, but not everybody's like that. And I'm glad that we have the freedom to do, whatever we want before the game, as long as we're not on our feet and exhausting ourselves. Because I have to not focus on it at all. I have to not think about anything. I have to loosen up my mind because if I start thinking, I'm gonna freak out and probably have an anxiety attack.
hmm.
But I like to listen to the music, make jokes, laugh with Nikki, pass the pickle jar, make sure y'all eat your pickles, get y'all liquid IV in because we're going to be hydrated.
Not me.
And,
Not me. I'll pass the
Oh
liquid
yeah, we
IV.
know.
and we're getting ready until, it's time to hit the field and start warming up.
Hey, so you said a playlist. You listen to music. What playlist you listen to? Like, name like a few songs you like. That's your go-to.
Maj, don't talk.
Well,
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna say I'm a little bit all over. But I like to get down to the band dance.
Hey.
we're from Louisiana. We put
Yeah.
some jigging music on.
We
Oh
jigging all
yeah.
day.
Hey, Scotty. I think this is the first time you're able to talk. Let the people here on the watching the show your role with the team and everything like that. You muted, my bro. You muted.
Poor Scotty.
Scotty it's not letting
Mm-mm.
Scotty be great.
Throw the whole boots away.
Okay.
Y'all can't hear me.
Yeah,
Oh, there you
now
go.
we can.
Oh,
Welcome.
frozen.
Oh,
Can
I'm
y'all
done
hear
with
me
it.
now?
Oh no.
Please?
Bye,
Scotty,
Scotty.
we trying to give you your moment, my friend.
It's no recovery at this point.
Man.
He need a liquid IV.
So, okay.
Yeah, Wi-Fi the liquid IV.
Okay, I've been
All right,
catching bits and pieces, man. I'm sorry, phone don't let me be great.
Well, while we got you, real quick, I'm a coach as well, so let's have a little quick coach talk. I asked the girls about their preparation in terms of film study and things of that nature. What do you guys do as coaches? Do you guys have coaches meetings? How do you guys talk about your preparation during the week getting ready for a game?
Scotty, no one.
Oh man, I set them up with a great coach question too.
Well,
Yeah. Well, let me ask it to the ladies. Like, how do you guys, talk about your coaches and talk about, how you feel about them and talk about their knowledge of the game and talk about what you've learned from them being on the team so far?
Let's say, gotta give it to Mel because Mel always getting this stretched out and agilized. I made that word up. um, Coach training is always bucking us up. Blair is such a good players relations. Like whatever it is, she doesn't miss a beat. Like if there's a question, she answers you right back. I don't even think she sleeps. I mean, because she'll answer you before you could even finish typing. Like I don't know, she reads your mind. Doc is just amazing and supportive. Like Maj had said earlier, she does way more than what an owner should do. Coach O, pretty much baby stepping us to the part that we're at now, because I must be honest, whenever I stepped on the field, I didn't know anything. And he chose me to be on the O-line, and here I am today. Coach Monette, he's helped me break down a lot of things, after practice. Coach Boots, he's always looking out for us. He corrects us whenever we're doing something wrong, because he has that eye for us.
Honestly,
And
they work really, really hard because
yeah.
we
Really
have a
hard.
team that's almost completely rookies. And to
Mm,
bring us
mhm.
to a win last weekend is crazy. And
A
a
big
big,
win.
as in 34-6.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's big
big.
time.
So they have done a tremendous job from them to bring us from the very baby steps. Mind you, like Nikki said, she didn't know anything about football. Half of our team hadn't even watched football. So for them to give us the knowledge and the tools to win a game, and to do so again this weekend is crazy and outlandish, honestly.
So, I mean, obviously, you guys have not had an off season yet um, together. So, what do you guys think this off season is going to be like? Are you guys still going to be close? Are you guys going to go separate ways? Or you guys taking a vacation together? Or what is your off season going to look like?
We
Definitely
stuck
close.
together. We stuck together.
Well, first of all, we start off every morning by telling each other good morning. Like we talk all day long. So without a doubt, we're gonna still be linking up in off season.
That's great. And so here's a, I don't know, this might be a little weird question, but so bear with me. Has the, you guys kind of talked about the relieving the stress or being able to let some aggression out on the field, right? So has that helped you be better mothers?
Of course.
Definitely.
How so?
Um, because you realize that any aggression that you may have taken from work or um, your personal life, you don't have to bring it home. So you
Mm,
go to the
mm.
field and you let everything out on the field. And we just learning that now that we play football, that you don't have to be angry and you don't have to walk around with a chip on your shoulder. You can go to the field and let everything out over there, and you live a good life, stress free.
Stress free.
It's helped me out because like I've said several times, I don't really mess with people too much. Like I is there's large groups of people. I don't care for it, but I look forward to practice. Like I can't wait till I see my girls. Like it's just such a stress reliever because before I started playing, I literally would get off of work and just probably just be in my room. So now I could, me and my kids, we go to practice, all of us. Um, my son, he's so excited. He talks to me about he's 7, so he like talks to me about football because he loves football. He talks to me about football all the time. He was, it was just priceless whenever we first started because I'm not gonna lie, he talked my ear off for like 2 weeks straight. Like it's just amazing.
So, I kind of lost my question. Like, it just went like a brain fart. Like it just went out the window. um,
Well, I got one more with I'll, piggyback on this mother question. So, are you guys on the show going to guarantee a win on Mother's Day weekend?
Absolutely.
We taking the
Okay,
dub, of course.
okay,
It's Mother's Day.
okay.
We going before
Hey,
Cow House.
I'm just,
And then I might even have some boiled crawfish after that.
Okay.
It's a
hey,
I'll be
celebration.
hungry.
Sound good.
I remember my question now. So that's my last question as well. Um, I know it's two different sports. I know, different, schemes and all that stuff, good stuff, all that good stuff. But if you can answer. If you can't understand, it's probably a coach question. Do you guys feel like sometimes maybe your coaches are watching the NFL, maybe looking at some of their plays and bringing it over to you guys and you run those same plays, or is it totally different?
Mhm.
Or is that a coach question?
I mean, Harry.
I think that's probably a coach question.
I got that'd be cool to know. Like hey, we were watching the NFL, watching their
Well,
play, their scheming up. And,
Well, I do think as we've gone along, there's been more that's been implemented. At first, it was baby steps, of course, because like I said, we didn't know anything. But since we've caught on so fast, we've been introduced into more intricate plays, and I do think that they watch other stuff and bring it to us. But I'm not sure as far as how much or what exactly they've brought to us from the NFL or college or something like that. One of our coaches is a high school coach, so I'm not sure if he's implemented plays from that. But
we have bits and pieces from everywhere.
Cool. I'll tell you what, this is a different show from Real Talk, but hey, I do this every day, because what you guys just done. They might not be watching today, but they'll watch it eventually, hopefully. I definitely think, you guys definitely are inspiring the next generation of young females that wants to step up, that wants to keep fighting the fight, that wants to do what you guys are doing, but maybe they not have the confidence. But I think by you guys, going on different podcasts, each game you play, each practice you're playing, you guys see it like the kids that you there that you guys are inspiring the next generation. And that's a wonderful thing. I want to thank each one of you guys taking time out of your busy schedule to just come on this show and just give us an interview. We do not take that lightly. We 100% appreciate that. I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome.
You're
Thank you for
welcome.
having us, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before you go, make sure you shout out the information where people can check out the games and follow the team on social media.
Our the people that live stream our game is Under the Lights. The team name is Acadiana Zydeco Spice. We have a Facebook page, and we also have an Instagram page, and we do have a website.
A Twitter as well.
Oh, Twitter. Well, I'm not good at the Twitter world, but okay, Twitter as well. We will have tryouts in August and September, and we'll have conditioning. So, if anyone's interested, I would highly suggest to check it out and look us up on Facebook or any of the social media outlets.
If you want, honestly, messaging the Facebook page, our player relations will get right to you. Like
Right with you.
Nikki said, we don't even know if she sleeps. I highly doubt it. But she will get right
No
with
way.
you
There's
with
no
the
way she
information.
sleeps.
I will say this: I'm not a lady, but I do sound good about the conditioning because I could lose a few pounds.
Mel,
Wait,
right.
you could come out there and Lord, I mean I don't want to talk about Mel, but
Mel, though.
Hey, listen, I'm not coming out for no conditioning. I'm coming for the food. So, the shrimp po'
what you want?
boys and the,
What
the
you want? We
crab
got you.
boils, all that. That's what I'm here for.
What you want? We got you.
Okay.
What I'm talking about. There you go. Now you talking my language.
Hey, ladies, we want to appreciate you guys coming on. We wish you guys have a good night. To everybody at the ASAP Network, you guys know where to find us: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Just find us. Hey, we're gonna start kicking off. Most watch shows get a free T-shirt from the ASAP Network. Hey, everybody have a good night, King. You be ready Monday. I'm coming for you. It's gonna be a whole different show.
You don't want it. You're not ready.
So
there's levels to this.
Okay. Other than that, you guys have a good night, and we are out.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Z Spice.
Z Spice.